KAIZER Chiefs and Amazulu news. In this video, we're going to talk about the following. One, Mr. Benimakah, the coach of Amazulu, had this to say about SIBUSISO MABILISO. It's still heading to losing MABILISO to KAIZER Chiefs. He left a void that is not yet closed. Number two, we're going to talk about the comment of siyethemba's agent. Here's this to say, at least Amazulu do allow Tabe to come to training, even though he's not playing, but at least they do allow him, because the owner of the club said that he will not even train with Amazulu. But before we get into the video details, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free. I mean, guys, I'm on the journey to 5,000 subscribers, so why not help a brother, man? You know what I'm saying? And become a member of this YouTube channel. Just next to subscribe, there's a button called join. Just click on there. It's going to take you through. Back to the video. Mr. benimakah had this to say after the game, their game that they were playing for the Champions League. Has this to say, I think the injury to Mulana in the first part of the season was a massive blow, because he was a player who was crazy and on form for us. Secondly, you get him back hoping he will give the same performance, the same character he had and form he showed help us finish in the second position last season. The big factor of Mulana's game was taken when we lost MABILISO to KAIZER Chiefs. There you get it, guys. There you get it. Let me repeat this one. The big factor of Mulana's game was taken when we lost MABILISO to KAIZER Chiefs. When you have a fullback who overlaps and gives you option, you know now we don't have that. We lost that because the player we had to replace MABILISO doesn't have those characteristics. It left Mulana to deal with situations. Most of the time, it forced him to double up, and you can't expect that happen every week against Horoya. Zulu, he came from working on his fitness, because when he joined us, he was burned out. He had so many games. He had so many games with KAIZER Chiefs, and he is back now. And Mulana benefited from that, because Zulu had the support system from the fullback. Mulana too, we see him returning to his best. We know with age, you get those a lot. You get out of bed, you get injured. That happens. When you have them at their best, we have a massive boost for the team, and you can't lose games. So, guys, could it be that the reason why the owner of Amazulu is planning to take KAIZER Chiefs to FIFA so that he can get KAIZER Chiefs banned? It is because they are still hating. KAIZER Chiefs took players that they considered key players for them. I don't know, but don't you see that it along those lines? You know what I'm saying? You must look at the role of Tabe, look at the role described by benimakah, look at the role of SIBUSISO MABILISO. So it kind of like tells you that these people are hating because KAIZER Chiefs might have taken players that they consider them their best players and the future players for them. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I suspect that these people, they are seeing what I'm seeing. But nevertheless, let's get into it, guys. Now, Tabe has at least been allowed to continue training with the Amazulu senior squad, even though the club has indicated the midfielder will not feature in any match again in 2021 to 2022 season, having signed a pre-contract to join KAIZER Chiefs. Tabe immediately Uncle Musashi Tabe, who is an attorney in Durban, has confirmed that the Newcastle-born player has not been barred from training with the benimakah's senior squad. Now, Makah had at a stage said he hoped to still play Tabe in the remainder of the season, even though that might be tricky, as many coach needs to begin blooding players who will replace any performer on his way out. Now, last week, McCarthy said he had asserted to the chairman, Sandile Zungu, and the board directive that Siyethemba will not kick a ball in anger against for Usuthu or in hunger against Usuthu. Hey, guys, go be. Yes, that's correct. Siyethemba Tabe confirmed he is still training with the team. At some stage, the coach wanted to include him in the playing squad, but because of the issue, he could not. Musashi Tabe had that to say. Sorry guys, I know I said it's Musashi Tabe's, Siyethemba Tabe's agent, but actually this is an attorney. I guess so, even though I share a direct view on that. At some stage, I really didn't want to talk about the Amazulu and Siyethemba Tabe issue in the media, he said. But it's just that it is a sad situation because the players are allowed to negotiate on the fair ground and in respect of their new contract. As he has negotiated with KAIZER CHIEFS, he also opened negotiations with Amazulu. It was all open. Guys, so I'm disappointed with the situation and the manner in which it is culminated. He had that when he joined Amazulu from Mbombela United in July 2015. Hey, good people, let's talk. You hear? This man is saying, I'm very disappointed in how Amazulu handled the matter because they themselves were not in good terms with Mbombela United when they signed Siyethemba Tabe. But he mentioned a key point here. He says that this was an open conversation, it was an open discussion. The same preferences in terms of negotiation that were given to KAIZER CHIEFS, it's the same preferences that were given to Amazulu. And now it makes sense. You know why? Because Mr. Zungu, by his own mouth, has this to say. He says that Siyethemba Tabe rejected the deal that Amazulu were offering. So, if that's the case, then what are you fighting for? Then of lately, Mr. Zungu had this to say. No, they signed the player before December, but it was clear, even if they did that, but it was clear, the player would have gone to KAIZER CHIEFS. So you ask yourself a question of what are you fighting for here? What really are you fighting for here? You know what I'm saying? The number 3, which is key in this point, is that they are saying, according to the attorney, he's saying that benimakah wanted to use the player, and I can confess that is true. You know why? Because I did a video when benimakah came back from Scotland. Here's this to say. He said that the situation must not be blown out of proportion. People must not handle this properly, this thing with emotions. You know, we should handle this like adult, talk like adult. Let's find, let the situation be resolved at the interest of each party. You know, so he spoke like a man, and in that video, I even said that it's my first time to hear benimakah speaking like this. You know, I respect him. You know what I'm saying? So benimakah, in his statement when he was talking to the media, he said that he would love to use the player. So he will first talk to the team, and then I did a video last time where I was informing you that benimakah came back saying he spoke to Mr. Sandile Zungu together with the board, and they all disagree. He can't select Siyethemba Tabe. You can check that video. Check this video. It's still here. So he said he can't use Siyethemba Tabe because they do not want him to use the player, but the player is actually training with Amazulu. So you can see that with benimakah, he understands because he was a player too. So he understands that players also want to get new challenge, also get new offer. You know what I'm saying? So now you can see that the anger of Amazulu is that KAIZER CHIEFS seems to have signed their key players. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, I think that this anger is not justified. You know, one, if KAIZER CHIEFS have done something wrong, you know, what can I say? I don't see it, you know, unless maybe Mr. Zungu will prove us. So far we'll say, okay, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, Mr. Zungu. But then they are not complaining about this player, SIBUSIso MABILISO. They just did not want to sell this player they just did not want to let him go. So I don't know about Mr. Zungu. What's going on with this man? Maybe he has got a personal hate against KAIZER Chiefs, because I have seen in my comment section below, friends are saying that he actually supports Orlando Pirates. Maybe he would have loved to see his players going to Orlando Pirates, or he wanted, or he had to develop a relationship with Orlando Pirates so he could take the players to Orlando Pirates, but KAIZER Chiefs maybe are outsmarting him in terms of that. We don't know. I don't know about you guys, but as for me, that's my opinion. But the comment section below is open for you and I to engage. So let the conversation begin.